Hello everyone! Welcome to our video where we'll give you the scoop on your poop. Everyone has to go to the bathroom, but sometimes it can be an unpleasant experience. A little disclaimer before we get started. This health project does not provide medical advice. The information on this presentation is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. All content, including text, graphics, suggestions, images, and information contained on or available, is for general information purposes only. You are encouraged to review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with your physician. Never disregard medical advice or delay seeking medical treatment because of something you have read through this presentation. Before we get started, I would like to introduce you to our group. My name is Allegra, and along with me, there is Brian, Jasmine, Isabel, Noor, Amir, and Patrick. From our video today, you will learn the definition of constipation, discuss causes and symptoms of constipation, identify treatment and prevention options, and lastly, we will leave you all with some resources that promote constipation awareness. Constipation is defined as a condition in which someone has less than 3 bowel movements over the span of a week. It can also involve difficult or painful bowel movements for several weeks. Constipation is diagnosable through physical evaluations and even through radiological scans like X-rays and CT scans. Likewise, constipation can be occasional or a chronic condition lasting several weeks or longer. Although it is not talked about often in our society, a significant portion of our population actually suffers from constipation. In fact, 20% of adults suffer from constipation, and 33 in 100 advancing age adults, or those 16 age or older, suffer from constipation. Likewise, biological females are 3 times more likely to suffer from constipation, and 3 out of 5 people have not discussed the symptoms of constipation with a doctor. This serves as a barrier to seeking treatment for constipation, which is a topic that we'll address slightly later in this video. So why are we spreading awareness about constipation? First off, there is a lack of professional research on constipation due to stigmas surrounding the condition. In our society, it is considered impolite or rude to discuss bowel movements. However, this lack of conversation leads to a lack of statistics and insufficient treatment drugs for those who suffer from constipation. There are 2 types of factors that lead to constipation: general and independent, or factors that are not under your control. In terms of general factors, there are dietary factors, such as a lack of fiber or fluids, or an increased intake of junk food. These can increase your symptoms of constipation. Also, antibiotics and/or painkillers oftentimes have constipation listed as a short-term side effect. Furthermore, abuse of laxatives may lead to constipation as well. Under independent factors, or factors out of your control, there are those who are elderly and those who are biologically female, which are at an increased risk of developing constipation symptoms. In addition, those who suffer from irritable bowel syndrome are also likely to develop constipation symptoms. Symptoms of constipation include, but are not limited to, difficult or painful bowel movements, very slow bowel movements, bloating, which is the accumulation or buildup of gas in your gut, abdominal pain, lumpy or hard stools, and simply feeling like you cannot fully empty your stool when using the bathroom. Fortunately, constipation can actually be prevented at home. You can do this by drinking lots of water. Higher water content in the stool makes it softer and easier to pass. Also, don't wait to use the bathroom. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Also, consume high fiber foods like strawberries, apples, and chickpeas. Even though your body can't digest fiber itself, eating enough of it is thought to be very important for your gut health. This is partially because dietary fiber increases the size of your stools and makes them softer and easier to pass. Also, try to manage stress or avoid it whenever possible. You can do this by meditating, listening to music, or by doing yoga. Lastly, exercising more keeps everything moving in your body. As you move, everything else moves in your body. This can be something as simple as going on a walk around your neighborhood or taking a light jog. There are 3 different categories of treatments for constipation: laxatives, biofeedback, and surgery. Under laxatives, there are fiber supplements which soften your stool, stimulants which cause the intestines themselves to contract, and stool softeners. Under biofeedback therapy, there's biofeedback training, which involves working with a therapist who uses devices to help you learn to relax and tighten your muscles in your pelvis. Relaxing your pelvic floor muscles at the right time during defecation can help you pass stool more easily. Lastly, there's surgery, which is only used in cases of blockage. This will usually be a last resort option if all other prevention and treatment options have failed. We would also like to discuss some of the stigmas and barriers regarding constipation. The lack of conversation around the topic of bowel movements is a major cause of stigmatization around the topic. Oftentimes, people in our society have been taught that it is inappropriate or embarrassing to talk about bowel movements, causing them not to seek help from family and or medical professionals. This often leads to many suffering with constipation in silence. There are also regional barriers that make it difficult to combat constipation. One of these barriers is access to healthy food options. For instance, one third of Riverside residents live more than 1 mile away from a grocery store. This is also seen in San Bernardino County, where the Retail Food Environment Index, or RFEI, is 8.9, compared to the national average RFEI score of 7. RFEI, or Retail Food Environment Index, is the ratio of unhealthy food retailers like fast food restaurants to healthy food retailers like a grocery store. Both of these facts indicate that it is difficult for many residents to gain access to the high fiber, healthy foods that can prevent constipation. We understand there are aspects to constipation that are out of our control. However, we would like to emphasize how important it is to communicate your symptoms with your doctor, as waiting too long can cause more health issues to occur. We would like to conclude this video by offering you all some resources that help combat the barriers we previously mentioned. The first resource is the Real Life Nutritionist. This online platform is managed by a registered dietitian and provides a breakdown of a balanced diet. They also provide examples of healthy food options from each food group. The second resource is nutrition.gov, a site associated with the U.S. Department of Agriculture that educates the public on nutrition needs and provides healthy, nutritious cooking recipes. The last resource is the Riverside County Health Coalition, a branch under the Riverside County Department of Public Health that serves to connect individuals in Riverside County with projects that promote nutritious diets and a healthy lifestyle. Thank you all for watching our video. Feel free to follow us on YouTube or Instagram at Approach to Constipation. We've also included more resources down below in the form of a QR code, along with a copy of our brochure. Thank you again, and we hope you enjoyed this video.